Hey, what up? Welcome back to Making Beats Live, episode 167, with me, Melvin Junko. We're going to be getting back into some preloaded samples. I got a few loaded up on my SP to pick from. So we're going to be doing what we always do, and that's chopping up samples, laying down drums, and fat, chunky bass lines. So let's check out the first sample that we're looking at. I do like this one, but maybe something else will strike the mood. I really don't like going back and forth between a lot of them because then I get too picky. So we'll just start with this one. You can definitely make something dope with this. That is not a concern. Gotta get the template and the MPC loaded up. Then we can get to chopping. So the template that I have in my MPC, it includes a host of hi-hat sounds, snares, bass, drum sounds. So it's all preloaded every time I use the MPC, and it also has my mixing preferences saved. So when I load up my template, I just throw in a hi-hat to my hi-hat pad, snare to the snare pad, etc., etc., and then they're already mixed and leveled where I like them. That is another way to save time when making beats, is have templates. Alright, got it loaded up. Let's get this sample loaded into the MPC so we can chop it up. Alright, sample is recorded into the MPC. Now, as usual, we are doing the auto chop function. Because when you pick dope samples, you don't need to be picky about your chops. Yeah, I think I kind of want to slow this one down a little bit. Usually we rock around 86 BPM. We did an entire tape where we were above 88. Might want to drop this one down to like 81 even. Just based on how I'm feeling a sample coming out. Alright, we gotta make sure that our compression is on. Alright, that was really weird. It chopped the samples in very small pieces. Never had that happen before. Correct yourself. Alright, we're good now. Got a little lost in the sauce for a second right there. Yeah, let's program these or assign these chops to the pads. That way we can see what we've been given to work with this time. Ice Mike, what up? Thanks for dropping in, man. We're just getting started, so we got a lot ahead of us. We got a lot of samples to chop. Just getting everything kind of set up right now. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 81 BPM on this. I don't know. We could change it. Maybe 84. Let's start with 84. Because we're usually around 86. I don't want to go too slow and throw off my whole vibe. Alright, cool. Let's find some hats. Just go with this one, why not? Alright, so we got the hats picked out. This is kind of the go-to kick drum right here. Maybe we can try something new tonight. I don't know. I kind of like this still. Like I haven't decided to move on from this kick drum yet. Again, we're putting the same kick drum on 3 different pads. So that way we the same sound on 3 different pads, we can manipulate each one differently so they have different sounds to them, so it's not super robotic drums. Alright, let's lay down some drums real quick. Remember, the key is to not overthink the drums, so we're just going to let it rock, and then we'll play the sample chops we have and see what we can come up with. Definitely don't want to overthink the sample chops either. I mean, if something sounds good, I like just staying with that first one, because the more I go over it, re-record it, try it again, blah, 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 I just get lost in the sauce. Nobody likes getting lost in the sauce. All right, now we got one loop. Let's see if we can come up with a second loop. That way we can, when we record the final beat, we got different loops to transition back and forth through. What up, John Turner? Appreciate that. So yeah, we got a couple of different loops to transfer back and forth through. And I do like that slower BPM too, going down to 84 really gave this a little bit more of a grimy knock. I like it. Alright, let's see what we can do with the bass. I feel like this one's going to be a fun bass line to lay down. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I said, I try not to second guess myself, so usually the first stuff I lay down, like whether it's bass, chops, drums, that's the most authentic form. So even if there's a little mistake in there, even if maybe I could have done it better, I don't dwell on it. I'm trying to just keep it moving. I do like that bass line though. Let's move over to the second loop and add bass to that one. What up? Alright, that is one time I'll redo it. One of the punches on the pad didn't get recorded. I agree with you. ZVVZVWVVVVVVVZZZZVVVVZZW. Been thinking about getting more. Alright, I think we're good to record this one. We're about 22 minutes in, and we got some fat chunky bass lines. We got drums, samples. I mean, we could spend a little bit more time maneuvering some things, but I think it's good. No need to overthink it. Let's knock it out. So now for that process, we're going to be recording the beat onto the SP pad, so we do all that live. So the final beat is just a live performance of us transitioning back and forth between loops and different things like that, putting live drops in as we go. So let's record it. Crush the Soul, what up? Appreciate that. Hopefully you're listening on some good speakers and you're getting the full effect. Alright, let's play this one back and then I'll load up another sample while we're checking out the final of this one. No, it's not a synth. These are all samplers. Am I planning on getting the 8 outs? No, I don't need the 8 outs because I just mix in the MPC. I've been doing it for years, so I don't really have a need for the 8 outs. I also don't use a DAW, so I wouldn't really have anywhere to put the stems. We're ready for the next one after we check this one out, though. I have a lot of pre-recorded samples already loaded up, so we're ready to go. I'm happy with this beat, though. It's a nice little warm-up. Appreciate that, Comestic. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Let me know if I'm not. Sometimes people call me Melvin. I'm like, yo, it's Melvin. Chill. All right, we're good on that one. Let's see what other samples we got. This one's kind of crazy. I usually just like going in order with the samples that I use, so I'm not too Melvin. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, going in order with the samples, so I'm not overthinking it. Let's rock with this one, why not? Now we're gonna have to to do some work on this one. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had more functionality, but the limitations caused me to get a little bit more creative, I've found over the years. So sometimes I even unplug just one of these SPs, like just this guy right here. Sometimes I'll just straight unplug everything from it, and I'll just rock on that. Load up a little loop, chop it up, lay down some drums with recording on that. Like I don't know if you've heard of the resample method on the SP404s, but you just basically hit record, and then you just by ear lay out a drum loop, and then you just keep that looped and just keep laying on top of it. So there's no like sequencer, there's no click track, there's nothing. It's just you just lay out drums from your head, and then you just keep building on top of it. So that's actually a lot of fun. I might do a video doing that one of these days, but yeah, I found that the more limited I am with the equipment that I have, and like I just get more creative, and it's more of a flow for me. Like I've tried using DAWs, and I'm just so overwhelmed with all the plugins, and like, you know, they're releasing this new pack of plugins, and there's 15,000 sounds in it, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with all these sounds? You know what I mean? But whatever works for you, but I just don't like being overwhelmed and keeping it simple, you know? Alright, let's see what the auto chop blessed us with this time. Remember, the auto chop works if you pick dope samples. No need to spend all this time meticulously chopping stuff up if you just load up some heat. Let the machine throw it on the pads for you, you know? Thinking about speeding this one up a little bit, maybe going back up to 86 BPM. I just don't think these sounds are conducive to a slower beat. We'll start at 86 and see where it goes. I know we already picked hi-hats for the last beat, but I'm trying to switch it up so it's not we're not using the same stuff on every beat. Probably use the same kick though. Like I said, I've been on this kick for like 15 beats straight. I'm not ready to let it go. This is one of my go-to snares right here too. This thing is fat. Alright, turn the pitch up a little bit on that snare. I like going messing with the pitch on the drum sounds. Sometimes it can give them a total new sound, but decided to go pitched up a little bit on this snare. See what we come up with as far as samples go. Not really feeling that snare, to be honest. Let's change that up. This doesn't fit the sample. Like I said, when you get that loop, I need to be fast to record it, so for one, I don't forget it, and for two, if I keep testing and trying out different things, I usually just lose the first one that was good anyway, so I might as well just keep it simple and lay down that first one that comes. Though, let's move over to the second loop, see what we got. Alessandro, I have no idea what that is. Apologies. Man, I think we're good. I think we got our two loops pretty quick on that one. Fat chunky bass line time. Alright, so I can already foresee the bass line taking a minute because there's so many variations in the sample that I can match with bass tones. So I'm going to really take my time and just make the bass hit at certain parts of the sample, like that flute in the background. I'm going to try to match that bass, the bass up with that flute. So it's going to have kind of a, it's going to flow along with it. It's going to take me a second, but it's going to sound dope. Alright, we got it. ready to record this one too. Yeah, on the topic of mixing in the box too, my template has my preferred levels already set up. So all I do is turn on my compression on my SP, and then my stuff's already set up to go as far as mixing goes. So I don't have to spend too much time on that, which is nice. What up, Tap Records? Good to see you again. we got another one. I think we got time for one more. This one's hard. Can't decide which one I like better, this one or the first one. The way I test the beats is I watch skate videos, and if the beat goes to the skate video, it's a good beat. Easy test right there. Hey yo, what up? Alright, let's see what other samples we got. That's what's up. Did you get the 404SX or the new one, the MK2 or whatever it's called? Uh-oh. That is too nasty. I'm gonna have to be careful with these chops though, because I don't want any of that like the tambourines or whatever they are in the background. That's what's up. I heard the MK2 is really dope. Data by 808. I'm not sure. I don't have any experience on the MK2. But I love the SX, so I wish I could answer better for you. I love the SX so much, I got 2 of them. Yeah, the sample's crazy. Let's record it in. I definitely already have a direction I want to go with this sample in my head. Yeah, that's crazy, really. The way I pick samples too is I spend like a couple hours just listening to records, and then I'll find like a 60, or it doesn't have to be like any certain amount of time, but I'll find like a little like chunk of a song that sounds crazy, and then I'll put it in the SP and just put it on loop. And that way it just, it's like a really long sample, but it's actually only that crazy piece. And I'll do that 12 times. And then I'll just load up 12 pads on the SP with, like in a session, in a listening session. And then I'll have 12 samples to rock with, which means I got 12 beats to make. Which means every beat tape I put out is 12 songs. I got about 35 or 40 beat tapes out, something like that, so. Long story short, we're in the process of another beat tape. Just by doing this. Let's pick some new hi-hats for this one. Still not ready to let go of that kick. You know what this sample reminds me of is some DJ Muggs. kind of the drum pattern I had in mind. It's super simple, but it's got that rolling eeriness to it. I feel like it'll fit the sample. Super grimy. I'm gonna turn the decay up a little bit to give the snare a little bit more tail end. Yeah, like that. Alright, let's on this second loop, I want to have that, like, whatever that horn is in the background coming in, like, that'll sound so crazy. And I don't know if I want to, like, record a whole new, like, loop with it, or if I want to keep that same loop and then just add, like, echoes of that horn in the background of that same loop. I'll try both of them. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about that. I also don't want to overthink it either, though. I think I'm going to go in and manually trim it a little bit. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to see if just the loop would sound better. Doing some testing. No, I don't like that. It doesn't sound fat enough. Back to plan one. See, this is why you don't second guess yourself, man. It's exactly what I was talking about earlier. If you don't go with what you are thinking the first time, you always end up going back to it anyway. I need 3 more, Andres. Oh yeah, we'll mess with the bass after. I'm just trying to get that looped in the background. It's gonna sound dope, trust. So this is kind of an old school technique that I've brought up before, but if you turn the 16 levels velocity feature on and assign it to one sound, you can make that sound like an echo. So in those 90s boom bap joints, you hear those horns echoing in the background, sound ominous, most likely using this feature. King G Slick TV, what up? All right, now it's fat chunky bassline time. So those I forgot who said it. I think it was Ice Mike. So those bass tones in the background, those are what I'm gonna go back and enhance with my own bass sound. So I'm basically just gonna play that play my own bass over that bass to just accent it. So I'm not gonna be conflicting with that bass that's in the bass that's in the sample itself. I just wanna bring it out instead of try to do my own thing over it, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly, Ice Mike. So yeah, not even the 90s, even earlier than that, 1989. You heard it from the man himself. think it might actually change the bass in the second loop to match that like background noise. Alright, I think we're good on that one. PDO Brooklyn, what up? I think we're ready to record this one, so that'll do it for all the bass sounds and chops for this one. Pretty satisfied with it, so I think it's time to record. I think Muggs would be proud. And it's passing the skate video check. All right, let's do a stream recap and play back all the beats we made tonight. Got a little mini beat tape going. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for the stream. Those were the 3 beats that we put together in the last hour and 31 minutes. Shout out to everyone who tapped in. Peace. We'll see you on the next one. If you still want to check out some beats, my channel's full of them. So is Spotify, Apple Music, and all that good stuff with my tunes. Just dropped a new album with Umong. So we got collaborations with artists, we got beat tapes, all that good stuff. The link's in the description. Shout out to you guys. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.